Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Back again for another video. And I know most of you who are members, or I don't say not members, but are subscribed to this channel. My reviews of House of Asher is probably what brought most of you here of late. But this is a show. I think I did one episode review for season 2. This is a show I do watch, and the thing about it is I'm so busy that sometimes I just don't have time to do reviews like that. So I have to make hard decisions, and this is a show that I do watch. But I'm here to talk about its decline, man. This second season. So just briefly, season 1. Okay, when it was announced, this show, I mean, I knew it was Taylor Sheridan, and Taylor Sheridan, he's been knocking it out of the park for Paramount for the last 7-8 years. And he's good in Hollywood. He's a great writer. Sicario's on. Like he's good, man. Usually, if he's attached to something, it's usually worth your time. And so, but I didn't know anything. What's a Landman? So I went into it with curiosity, and let me just say, it was great. Season 1 was great. Billy Bob Thornton was great. John Hamm, Demi Moore, they were great in the show. And there were a lot of, supporting characters, the supporting cast that were great as well. There were some that I found to be a bit annoying. Ali Lauder, who plays his ex-wife / new wife again, Angela, and the daughter, Ainsley. Any of their scenes, I put the TV on mute, or I kind of just fast forward. Like, they were just a bit too much for me. But season 1 was great. Like, if I had to rate season 1, you guys know the scoring on this channel, 0 to 5, 0 being trash and 5 being a masterpiece. I gave this one a 4, a high 4. It was a great season. And I was anticipating season 2. So when season 2 hit, man, I was all in. I was ready. And let me just say, it's been a bit of a disappointment, man. Like, it's been, I guess you could call it that sophomore slump. Because, I mean, it's just been boring. And then just some of the decision making that they did with some characters, and then some choices to spotlight more characters than, let's just say, our main character, Tommy. It really hurt the show. It really did. And I was like, hey, if they don't have a 3rd season, I get it. But it sounds like we're going to get a 3rd season. But, and I will get to it, there is some light at the end of the tunnel, which was started in the last episode. So, episode 9, the penultimate episode. But we're going to talk about some of the issues I had with the 2nd season. And then I will also talk about, like I just brought up, how there might be some light at the end of the tunnel that may make me optimistic about season 3, which they have announced there will be a season 3. So here's the problems. For one, it's been boring. It has been very boring. Like I said, some of the choices they made with characters and how they've hurt a lot of the characters from the previous season. Like, for example, Rebecca, the lawyer. I liked her character. Man, she was a shark, man. She played no game. She was about her business, and she let it be known. And she gained the respect of, like, Tommy and all, and all the men in the room when she came in there. And then this season, they make her basically a female simp over this guy, Charlie, she just met. And just completely destroyed the character, man. It's like I'm thinking of Don Corleone. They massacred my boy. Well, they massacred my girl, man. I mean, it's bad. Like, and I get it. If you want to tell the story, like, let's have a little bit of more nuance to it. Like, yeah, she's this career woman, and maybe she does have these fears of ending up alone. But because, like, I think you could have remedied that by not spending so much time with Angela and Ainsley, and like I said, mute, fast forward. Anything that involves them, mute and fast forward, because they bring nothing to the story at all. They bring nothing to the story. And so I was thinking maybe season 1, okay, they're showing her, Angela, being this over the top character, but season 2, maybe she'll be a little bit more grounded. And we'll learn more about why she is the way she is. But no, I didn't get any of that. The character Ainsley, there's a little bit of charm with her. Like, I mean, she can be annoying, but at the same time, there's things about her that are likable. And I'm not talking about her looks, you nasty boys. Like, I mean, like, I'm way too old. I'm old enough to probably be her dad or whatever. But anyway, um, I just felt they spent way too much time with them and like what they did to Rebecca. And then also the son Cooper. Cooper in the first season, he was, I guess you could say he was a bit ambitious. He dropped out of college. He wanted to plunge into that world and make his mark, and not necessarily he wanted to do better than what his father did. Because Tommy, played by Billy Bob Thornton, he was in that world and he lost all of his money. And like I said, now he's a worker, and his son doesn't want to be a worker. He wants to be a boss, and he wants to do his own thing. And so, like, by the end of the first season, he is on course to do that. Flash forward to second season, and like I said, his character is, it's not the same guy, or the trajectory has been knocked off course on this season, And then the stuff with him and Ariana, which, look, I get it, the romance or whatever, you got to have some romance, but this couple, when they're together, it just annoys me. And like I'm telling you right now, no self-respecting guy would go through all these hoops this girl has made him go through this season. I mean, it's like, he's essentially, he starts the season off, this guy, he's going to be a millionaire and he's trying to make a future for them. And then she's like rejecting it. Like, it's just, I mean, I don't want to go too far. I don't want this video to be too long, but I found her character to be super annoying, and it really messed his character up. It, like I said, his trajectory was, it was going here, and with her, it's plateauing and going down. But we'll talk about, like I said, there is some light at the end of the tunnel, though. And so another thing, you bring on the legend Sam Elliott on the show, and he's truly wasted. He's truly wasted. There's nothing going on. Like, why would you cast Sam Elliott and not do anything with him? What they have him doing in this show, you could have cast anybody. I'm like, why waste a legend? He's sitting, all we see him doing is sitting at the pool, staring into the plateau, looking at horses, complaining about he's dying. Oh, son, my mind is, it's I still have my mind, but my body is, I'm dying. I feel it. It's like, okay, we get it. You're old. You're dying. No disrespect. Hey, it is a luxury to be old, to make it to old age. I'm no disrespect to the older generation out there, but I'm just saying, why cast Sam Elliott if you're just gonna use him to do that? The guy's a legend. You casted him in 1883. He was amazing in that show, and you cast him in this. And like I said, you could have gave this to anybody. You could have gave that role to anybody. Now, I will say this. I talk about fast forwarding the scenes. I do not fast forward the scenes with him and Cheyenne, I think her name is, his personal trainer. I'm sorry. I'm a man. I'm sorry. I got eyes. I'm sorry. But anyway, I was very disappointed when I heard Sam Elliott was coming to the show. I was like, all right, man. But what they're doing with them, I'm very disappointed. They could have done better. They could have did better with him. And then, like I said, there's, the show in season 1, cartel was involved heavily. There's no cartel involvement. We're not even on the work site watching these guys work. That, to me, that was like one of the cool parts of the show. Like, we got to see these guys, and you saw how dangerous the job was. We don't get any of that. We don't get any of that this season. And so, yeah, it's just, like I said, it's a mess. It's all over the place, and it's just boring. It's boring. Now, flash forward to episode 9. Once again, I'm sitting through watching episode 9. I'm like, oh man, here we go again. Here we go, this boring shit again. And the last 15 minutes, was something else, man. I guess spoiler alert, but I think if you're watching this, you've seen the show. But spoiler alert, Ariana, like earlier in the season, she got into it with a guy, and he ended up, because she's working as a waitress at that bar that all the oil people go to, that we seen in season 1. She got a job there, and some guy was making a pass at her, and they basically banned his ass. And so he caught her lacking in the back and proceeded to essay her. I mean, I thought she was going to get killed. He hit her in the face with a rock. And as he's about to do the deed, Cooper shows up and pummels this dude, like beats him of an inch of his. Well, we don't know, but I'm pretty sure he probably didn't kill him, but he beat him to an inch of his life. And so we have that to worry about. That's like, we have that there. And then the big thing in the episode was Tommy got fired. He got fired. And the way it was set up was just so like, it was just this, it felt like once again, I go back to The Godfather when Michael gave Fredo the kiss of death. I knew it was you. You broke my heart. I knew it was you. That's exactly how this firing went. And like, the show did a great job, like, of leading up to it, because the whole time during the episode leading up to the events, and to when Tommy is with Cammy, it's just Tommy, he's doing the complete opposite of it. Like, you could just tell he's like, he doesn't want to be there, or he's just, when she gets on that plane and she just stares at him, it was one of those things, like, if you ever in your life, like, you had to make a decision, or you was going to tell somebody something that was going to be heavy, she just gave him that look, like staring at him, and she's got the sunglasses on, and you could tell in her mind, she's like, I'm going to let him go. I'm about to fire this guy. And there's a point where he looks at her and he's like, what? And she's like, nothing. And like I said, we get to where they're having the celebration, and he's getting on Dale because he's eating the food, eating the po' boys, and he's like, Dale, this is outside your diet. And then at one point, they're offering drinks to everybody. Tommy says no. It's just like, you could just tell that, you can just tell, like, this guy's the odd man out. He's the odd man out. Everybody's enjoying the festivities, but he's that one guy that's just like, he don't want to be a part of it. And so, like I said, she pulls him to the side, and she fires him. And so, to me, this last 15 minutes is the best of the whole season. 15 minutes in the 9th episode somewhat possibly redeemed my hopes into this show. And then we still have the finale coming up. And I believe the title of the finale is called Tragedy and Flies. So I think that implies that we're going to get a death, a major death. Maybe I'll say this. I think the person who's going to die is Boss. And the reason why I say Boss, because three or four episodes prior, what was he talking about? He made the cardinal sin in these kind of, like, any kind of show or movie. He started talking about getting out. Oh man, through this job is dangerous. I'm about to come up on my 20 years. I'm going to be out. We got to meet his wife. We got to go to his house. Like, it's set up perfect for an accident to happen, because previously in the same episode, he had questions about where Cooper wanted them to drill. So it's set up perfectly for him to be the one that dies. I could also see maybe TL dying. Sam Elliott's character, the father, I could see him maybe passing away. But I think, like I said, based on the title, I think we're going to get a death. And like I said, I think the last episode, I think it'll be over an hour. I think it's going to hopefully, fingers crossed, hopefully renews my hope into this show. But all in all, season 2 has just been a real disappointment, man. I expected so much better, but a bit of a sophomore slump. But hopefully, going into year 3, junior year, they'll be ready to go back on board. So yeah, guys, that's just, this was no script or notes or anything. I just finished watching the episode and I just had to come and vent about it. Like I said, I don't even know if any of you guys that are subscribed to the channel watch the show, but if you're coming across this video and you're not subscribed to the channel and you like what I'm saying, go ahead, hit that subscribe, because there'll be more reviews to come. I think I'm going to get with my friend Megan, and we're probably going to talk about the season as a whole and the last episode or whatever. I haven't touched base with her, but she's kind of my Landman, Taylor Sheridan, her and Emily. They're my go-to people. So we'll definitely, I'll try to put something in the works with that. But yeah, guys, I'm disappointed, but there's a chance I could come back around. So please get in the comments, guys. Tell me if you watch Landman, what are your thoughts of the second season? Are you looking forward to the third season? Do you think the show can be redeemed by season's end and make you optimistic and hopeful for season 3? So, like I always say, guys, if it's for 1 minute, 5 minutes of the whole damn video, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to view my content. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe, smash the like, and get in the comments. And guys, I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.